All right, this is meant to be like our review games in class, and I'm excited because maybe you can now have fun for the whole family. We're gonna do digestive system bingo, which means that next time we have class, which this is coming out Thursday, so it'll be Monday. I guess after spring break, I don't know what this is gonna be, but we will be having a digestive system test online. So here's what you will do. We've done this in class, and I'm gonna add a couple after the fact, and I'll put them on the slide on Canvas so you can see them. But I'm gonna add colon cancer. I don't know why they took that out of our curriculum this year. And I'm also going to add, there was one other that I was like, oh, we need that. When we get to it, well, shoot, you need it. So colon cancer can be one. And let me look really quick. Sorry, we are adding dietitian to this because that's someone who deals with the nutrition aspects in hospital settings a lot. They can work in lots of different places. So we're going to add dietitian to this as well. So sorry, we're add two ads, colon cancer and dietitian. Okay. So here's the digestive system, and we're just going to get right into it. The reward for this game is whoever gets the quickest bingo. So I want you to time how long it takes you to get to the first bingo. Be honest, and play along, because we can have fun with this. I'm going to say like top 3. I'd like you to send me in a really fun short video, or like we're talking like a minute or less video, or maybe even 30 seconds or less, like TikTok type of style video. If you win, if you're fastest to bingo, then send me that video and I'll put it in my next one so we can get a little bit more class involvement in these videos. Okay, welcome to the game. Because remember, in class we always do a review before the test. That means that next time is the test. So we're going to go ahead and start. Remember from class, when we play bingo, you should have the form filled out before I start talking, because otherwise that's called cheating, okay? So we're going to start with the first 3 words. I'm going to give you all 3 definitions. You see if you can find it on your bingo card. And the way this game works is if you win, how you win is you actually have to record the time where you got your first bingo. So if you picked the same order that I did, then you probably get a bingo faster. If you win, what I'm thinking is the new notorious will be you send me in a little like 30-second video clip. We'll add it to the next learning video. And that way the class can get more involved. I'm kind of excited, but maybe some of you are like, I do not. No, thank you. So just record a later time then when you do it. But don't neglect studying, because test is next time. And remember, tests are 40% of the grade. When you go to college, that's going to jump to like 100% of the grade. You need to get used to studying for tests today, now, because college is coming and COVID will go away one day and you'll want to be able to take tests. Okay, so let's start. So the first 3, number 1 is going to be one of the functions of the digestive system is mostly happening in the small intestine. It's going to leach all the nutrients from the food that we eat. Okay, number 2. So think about that one. It's on your card somewhere. This is where solid waste is excreted. Number 3, inflammation of that dingly dang hanging off the cecum that I had issues with. So first 3. Bam! There they are. Hopefully you can see those. Absorption anus, appendicitis. Okay. Second 2, actually, we're going to go to diseases. First one is going to be, so it's going to, I need to make sure the order's right. Yeah, okay. So first one is when a person has a reaction to gluten and it actually wears down those villi in the intestines. And second one is going to be inflammation of basically the intestines again. Usually distal end of the small intestine leading into the large intestine is where this happens. It's irritable, causes diarrhea. There's scar tissue inside that. So, dun dun dun, here it is. Celiac disease and Crohn's disease. Okay, next 2. These are my add-ins. So 1 is if you get an overgrowth of cells And sometimes you can just that ends up in a polyp, and a polyp is just going to be benign. We can get rid of that. But sometimes it's cells that just continually grow and kind of take over the organ. It's happening to my mother right now. So that's the first one. Second one, this is a professional that teaches people how to eat good foods. In some cases, if they're in a hospital setting, they're going to be the ones that are kind of dictating what different patients need in their diet. And that person is a dietitian. Okay, so we're going to just cruise along. This is one of those videos, I don't want to be too long. I want to give you plenty of time to study. Okay, but this is studying, right? Okay, next 3. This is another function of this system. And there's a chemical aspect and a mechanical aspect. Happens in the mouth, happens in the stomach. Okay. And the second word in this cluster will be the first section of the small intestine. And the third one is going to be the tube that links the pharynx to the stomach. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Then we get to my picture. You guys are sick of my stories, I'm sure, but that's now part of my story, my life, this operation. The first one I've ever needed. Okay, so we are to, for lack of a better term, this is to get rid of the waste. It's kind of a scientific term for defecating. Well, defecating is too as well. Okay, then we have the last section of the small intestine, and another function of the digestive system is where you take in the food, you take in the nutrients. So, ready? Drum roll, drum roll. That was actually my clicking. Whoosh, there it is. Okay, next. This one includes my favorite digestive word to say because it's the best word ever, and I bet you could come up with it because I think everyone would think this is a fun word. So we're gonna go with first, when a piece of the intestine kind of weaves its way through the abdominal wall, it's in the groin area. First word. Second in this cluster will be the middle section of the small intestine. It's the jejunum. Okay, and our last clues, and we might not cover all of the vocabulary with this. You guys can keep playing at home, so if you want to, you just can print off the Quizlet or print off the notes and read from the notes and give out clues and do more bingos. Maybe do a whole separate sheet. That'd be great. Just keep playing. Hopefully this will be a little bit more of a pop, and we don't have to sit here and go meep all the time with notes. Okay, so next 3, not the small one, but the large one. I gave it away. It has a larger diameter, not longer. It's a larger diameter. Okay, and then the second word is, and this means to chew. So we used one word in class. There's another word that was on the Quizlet. They both mean to chew. So either one, I kind of put them together. And then the last, and this one, the throat. Ready? Da, da, da. Large intestine, mastication or maceration is another term. And then we've got the pharynx. And there are 3 parts of that guy. If you want to do a little extra, nope, you already did this. You need to know that goes naso, oro, laryngo, pharynx. Okay, and then what do we got here? Oh, the last section of the small intestine. We got the skinny tube that's long that connects the stomach to the large one, and then we have the smooth muscle action that I define as squish, 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 that brings food through the digestive tract. So it's peristalsis, small intestine, rectum. I'm sure you got bingo way before now. Maybe some of you are working on blackout. The winners are the first 3 bingos. And I definitely want you to record a time so I can go, all right, send me your video. It's gonna go on the next one. Okay, and then finally, last but not least, this organ, okay? And we're gonna say when the esophagus brings it down, it's going to dump into the sploosh. What's that organ? It's the stomach. Okay, how'd you do? If you want to keep playing, like I said, you know how to do it. You have the stuff. So your task today is to study. Maybe tomorrow too, and the next day until you take the test. And we'll do that next time.